the DJs were the stars of this time period. I think people forget that at the early stages of hip hop. The DJs were the stars. It wasn't about like the rap star or whatever. So at a time where the DJs were leading the way with the soundtrack and the vibe and the music, what made you reach for the mic and start talking your shit, start being an MC and master of ceremony, hyping the crowd up, deciding to freestyle and rhyme some word? Was that just natural for you?
It came about, like, that part came about accidental once again. Like I said, I really came to the party to sell my nickel bags. And one day, you know, Hurt's family went away, and he wanted to take his lady upstairs, you know, to watch TV. So he said, Coke, you play the records for a little while? And I was like, yeah, cool. So I'm in the room, and I'm selling my weed out the room. You knock twice, I open the door, serve you, close the door, and I'm still playing music. So Herb said he'd be back in like 20 minutes. And I'm in there. I ran out of my whole pack. And then I look out about 12 o'clock, Herc's out there dancing. I said, yo, how long you been out there? He said, damn, I didn't know you could play records, you know? And accidentally from that, I started calling my friend names out. That's how myself started rapping. You know, we in the party, we young. I'm giving guys cars. My man Money Bill, that was his name. He ain't have a nickel, you know? So again, growing up on the block where you couldn't, you know, to me, I gotta say the block because that's what I feel I know I brought to hip hop. Because I wasn't chasing no beats. I didn't even write down nothing. Everything came out of me, just literally came out of my mouth. And talking, and then being who we are as people.